Are you stuck in your house with nothing to do? Erin is here to bake with you. Quarantine Baking with Erin.
Hi, and welcome to Quarantine Baking with Erin. Today, we are making cranberry muffins. We're making cranberry muffins because Michael is very particular about his cranberry muffins. Well, first off, it's cranberry season, so, cranberries. And Michael has some feelings about what you can buy at the store. So we're gonna make cranberry muffins, no other citrus, no nothing. Just cranberry muffin, bada boom. Okay. To get started, we're gonna start off with, the recipe calls for 1 cup of cranberry muffins quartered. Michael doesn't want them quartered, he wants the whole big explosion of cranberry. And he let me know that it was okay if I wasn't afraid to add more cranberries, so we're gonna do 1.5 cups. Into this 1.5 cups, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm pretty sure that's only necessary when the cranberries are quartered to mix with the juices, but we're gonna do it anyways. All right, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right. And that's the only instruction that I memorized. So we're gonna keep reading our recipe from Taste of Home. They're winning cranberry muffins, but they're only 3.5 stars, so we'll see. But the person is from Massachusetts, near a cranberry bog, so a lot of information about the quality of this recipe. Okay, we are going to sift together sugar, flour, baking powder, and salt into a large bowl. So for the sugar, it means 6 additional tablespoons. I was going to convert, how much is 6 tablespoons? I think it's 3/4 cup, but I have no idea. So we're just gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to count out loud, otherwise we won't count properly. Okay, flour. It's 1 3/4 cups, and I have a 1.5 cups measuring cup here. So we're just gonna do a heaping cup and a 1/4 cup to hopefully be 1 3/4 cups. That seems like 1 3/4 cups. Bloosh. And I think we can put that away. I was trying to have all of my ingredients out. Let's see if I remembered to get out everything. I doubt it. I'll need that sugar later. Okay, then 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Yes, powder, not soda. I can't remember if I've ever messed it up before, but I'm always nervous about messing up powder versus soda. Boop. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna really go loosey-goosey today. We're just gonna do a light dusting. Let's see how much that is. Okay, so I'm going to mix this together so that our chemicals are evenly distributed through our flour, sugar mixture. And then I do remember what I forgot to get. Michael, will you get down the paddle attachment for the KitchenAid? I also forgot to get out milk. So we got our paddle attachment. Okay, that's all right. I have all kinds of measuring cups here. That was 3/4 cup. This one's 1/2 cup, so we'll just do 1.5 of this. 1/2 cup. Shout out to, I can't remember, my 3rd grade math teacher. Mrs. Rutledge, I think, was my 3rd grade math teacher where we learned fractions. Super helpful. All right, that's 1/2 cup. We'll add 1/2 of a half, which is 1/4. And 1 egg. And what else are we gonna put in here? Oil. I was surprised well, I don't make muffins that much, so I really shouldn't issue an opinion. I So we're gonna put in oil. No butter. Oil in this recipe. I'm sure it'll be delicious. Okay, and then a 1/3 cup vegetable oil. And then we're gonna mix that together. I'm sure it's gonna get splooshy, so I'm gonna put on the splatter guard. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. It's going okay. All right, what else do we need? All right, so this is just gonna be mixed together. Basically, the egg needs to be beat. Okay, now we're gonna add in our dry ingredients. It is nice that I can do this all at one cart, even though it's a tiny baking cart.
Did you crack the egg?
Yes, I did crack the egg.
I'm so sorry.
That's
I didn't
all right.
even see it happen.
Well, that's because I'm a very fast baker.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
No, I cracked the egg, and then you can even, well, I was gonna say you can even tell, but there's oil in there, so I probably couldn't tell. But the egg hath been cracked. So now we're gonna add in our dry ingredients. And, oh, it's a bladder guard again. I could do that. I guess I could just keep it on, but. Alright. So this is just gonna mix until it's just moist, basically until it's combined. Alright, that's probably good enough. This in there. I'll probably scrape it down with my little spatula. This is called a spatula. Alright, alright. Okay, we've got our muffin mix. Oh wait, I forgot the star. The cranberries. Boop. Come on, little cranberry. I don't really like cranberries that much. I don't eat them at Thanksgiving. I don't really like these muffins, but it's cranberry season, and so I'm sure that I'm sure I'll eat at least one muffin. Okay, combine. I forgot to mention, I preheated the oven to 400. Ooh, some of the cranberries burst, and now I love it when this happens. Maybe it's not supposed to happen. Maybe I'm too aggressive in my, actually it should happen because the cranberries should be cut, but I like when they burst and then the muffin gets dyed a little pink. Okay, so I have pre-greased a muffin tin. I did the trick where whenever you finish a stick of butter, you take the wrapper and you put it in the freezer, and then you just use it to grease things. Waste not, want not. And so I'm gonna use a medium-sized scoop, and we'll go from there. Let's see if that's the proper amount. This recipe should make 1 dozen regular sized muffins or 6 jumbo muffins. There was a free jumbo muffin tin on the side of the road the other day. And if you know me, I love free stuff, especially when it's on the side of the road. But I didn't grab it because I have enough baking tools, and I thought maybe some other family can have jumbo muffins. Plus, it's a lot of muffin to work through. And I'm more of a cupcake kind of gal. I guess you could make jumbo cupcakes, but then it's a lot of cupcakes. Okay, scooping these muffins. I did grease in between. Hopefully I did that well enough, because I have a feeling that these are going to be pretty large in the end, and they'll probably expand over the middle of the muffin tin, but we'll see. Happy Thanksgiving, preemptively. I know it's going to be a different kind of year, but I think it's a good thing that we get, well, no, I don't want to say it's a good thing to get shaken up from time to time, because Obviously, the pandemic is very, very sad, but you know, we have to really think about what we're thankful for this year, and I think that some introspection is never a bad idea. That's all I have to say. So happy Thanksgiving. Happy eating a bunch of turkey. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, last step. You can add cinnamon, you can add sugar, or you can add cinnamon sugar. My cumin and my cinnamon are the same size, and I'm convinced that one day I'm going to switch them up or mix them up. All right, we're going to put some, what was in here? Is this wet? Whoops. All right. They're all kind of a little wet. That's all right. So we're going to mix together some cinnamon and sugar. Ooh, my hands are very sugary. Alright, I just have sugar again. Alright, mix together some cinnamon sugar, and we're going to dust the muffins with this. I guess I could be more precise about it. See, that one's super cinnamon sugary. Okay. Is that a good amount of cinnamon sugar? Alright, I'll put, that one can stay unsugared or uncinnamon. Okay, so now we're going to pop this into the oven, the preheated oven at 400 for either 12 or 18 minutes. Let me check. It's 18 minutes. All right, I'm gonna put on my timer. And we'll check back in. All right, our timer has gone off. I didn't check. They're kind of wimpy. I thought that they would rise a lot. They didn't. But I'm sure it said powder nut sugar, or powder nut soda, unless it said the opposite. Doesn't really matter. I think we want more of a golden color, so I'm gonna put them back in for 5 more minutes. I think. That's all right. That just means we can eat like more of them at a time. All right, 5 more minutes. We'll check back in. Okay, so we put it in for 5 more minutes. Worst thing that could happen is that the muffin will be dry. And you know what? To be honest, this muffin is going to get covered in butter and maybe clotted cream, so not worried about that. Yeah, that seems like a better texture to me. So I'll let these little cuties cool down, and then we'll check back in.
All right, we're here for the final verdict. This looks delicious. I can already smell it's got enough cranberries in it. So let's just see. It is delicious. It is so good.
Okay, so I'll try. It's actually still pretty moist on the inside. It has kind of a crispier outside because I left it in the oven. I'm about to say something pretty controversial. I think it could use even more cranberries.
She gets it.
I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I wish that it rose more, or in the future maybe I would just make like 8 muffins so that they could be bigger, because this is a muffin bite. All right, how do you feel?
I think it's a clear 10 out of 10. It is delicious, chewy, moist, and full of cranberries. And I can't wait to eat the rest of them.
Bye!
Well, are you stuck in your house with nothing to do? Erin is here to bake with you. Quarantine baking with Erin.